everybody, Clay here, Cardboard Empires, and today we have to talk about the PSA magazine. They made a big change, and I don't know why. I have a couple guesses, and we'll talk about that. But first things first, I hope you're all having a beautiful day. It's beautiful outside. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You're enjoying life. You're living your life to the fullest and to the max, because that is what is most important. Get outside, enjoy the day, enjoy your life. So for those of you who don't know, PSA, the grading card company, releases a magazine to the people who subscribe. They pay, you become like a member, a yearly member, you pay a fee, and every month they release a magazine. This is the May magazine, so last month's copy. And I like the magazine. I read it. There's a lot of interesting articles. There's a lot of cool advertisements, so you can see who else is in the business and what they're doing, who's doing what, kind of stay up on that. But most importantly, for me anyway, in the magazine are these lists. Do you see these lists? Let me see if I can get it a little bit closer. You see it kind of goes through and it shows like in what cards are selling for what, in what condition. So you have this is baseball. So you go through here and you go down the columns and you see the years. And if you have like a baseball card that's graded PSA 10, you say, oh, okay, I have a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, 2000 and something, 1999 or something, and and a PSA 10. And then it's green. It shows green if the price went up in value. It shows red if the last sold listing went down. Pretty standard, but very good, very useful for somebody in my trade. Now here's the change. And we're going to talk about how I feel about this. I'm sure watching this video, you can probably guess how I feel about this. In the PSA magazine, right after the hockey listings, I'm sorry, I only have one hand, so this is a little bit clumsy. Right after the hockey listings, the last of the sports listings, what you would usually have, you see that little Pokeball up in the corner? That's a little Pokeball. And you have listings of TCG prices, what cards are selling for how much, and what conditions. In there is Yu-Gi-Oh!, some Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon. And these are very useful for me because, yes, I know I can go on eBay, recently sold listings, and track the price this way, but I like having the hard copy. And I like tracking it on a time horizon of month over month. Daily price movements don't really mean very much to me, to be honest with you. I know some people, it means the world to because that's their business model, but that's not my business model. I like to track it month over month, and I like to have the hard copy. Well, this month's magazine, I think, is that Ken Griffey Jr.? I don't know who that is. Yeah, that is Ken Griffey Jr. This is the June magazine, and I'm not going to go through the clumsy, awkward motion of trying to pull it out again, but after hockey, no Pokemon section. They took it out. They took out the TCG section in the PSA magazine. So, first of all, I don't like that, and I don't know why they would be, but hopefully a representative from PSA is watching this and they hear my words. I don't like that. Please put that back in. That's very informative. That's 98% of the reason why I even read this magazine. Second of all, you have to ask yourself why they did this, because this, I think, was a decision. This was intentional. This is a publication that goes out to probably thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people a month. It's a fairly decent sized publication. So if they do something like that, there's going to be a reason. And I can really only think of two reasons. One is probably more valid, in my opinion, than the other. The first is that maybe they're trying to cut down on printing costs. Maybe it costs too much to print, or they had extra stuff to put in there, extra sports cards, and they got a big discount if they knocked off those 3 pages of Pokemon cards. I don't think that's the reason, though. Here's the conspiracy, I guess, the conspiracy reason. It's no secret that the trading card market for graded cards is not doing so well right now. It's not doing so hot. Yes, some cards are going up, but I think on the whole, we're seeing most of the cards trickle down in price. And So therefore, it's in PSA's best interest not to publish that information. They don't want to highlight the fact. They don't want you opening the PSA magazine and seeing columns of red. That's not in their best interest as a business. They want you to keep sending cards, and they want to keep the graded card market healthy and strong. More importantly, it subjects them to scrutiny, because one could argue that this is their fault. They have strangled the supply of PSA cards with their, and believe this is all in my opinion, okay? This is not fact. This is all my opinion. But in my opinion, I don't want to say mismanagement, but the crazy influx in supply, they were unable to keep up with. So they had to shut the doors. They have not been able to get the cards out into the market that the market has been demanding and craving. So now the market is going through a little bit of a downturn because, possibly one of the reasons is that they can't get the supply that the market needs to proliferate. So as I was saying, this is in PSA's best interest not to print pages of red. Why would they do that? After all, this, make no mistake, is a PSA propaganda tool. This is an advertisement for PSA. This is not just them doing you a favor, doing you a solid, saying, oh, thanks for your yearly membership. Here's a favor. Here's a magazine. Here's a good read that you can read once a month. No. And that's even proof by, where is it? Every month they do a letter from the CEO of PSA in here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but this month's letter is all about how he took his kids to the zoo, and the people at the zoo, first of all, it's like 7 paragraphs about the friggin' zoo. So thanks for that. Thanks for letting me read 7 paragraphs about the friggin' zoo. That's really what I want to read when I open a sports and trading card collecting magazine. A story about your family trip to the zoo. Okay, trip to the zoo aside, the point of the story was that his kids got a penguin trading card at the zoo, and how it just blew his mind that the trading card world is just taking hold everywhere. Everywhere you look, people are getting into trading cards. Even at the zoo, they print pictures of penguins on trading cards because trading cards are so ubiquitous and so highly coveted and in demand that everybody's getting in on this, and this is a great time. It's propaganda. They're trying to, to keep the narrative going, keep everything moving, full steam ahead. I don't have a problem with that. That's just what businesses do. You watch Pokemon YouTubers, you watch TCG YouTubers. Most of this is propaganda. Not this. Some of my channel has a little bit of propaganda on it, but most of it's not. Most of it's probably, honestly speaking, if looking at it from a purely business standpoint, most of what I say on my channel is ill-advised. It's probably not a very good thing to do if you're trying to attract a lot of customers. But there are channels that I can think of off the top of my head that are just pretty much solely propaganda. I don't have a problem with that. It's, if you want to have a YouTube channel full of commercials and 30,000 people, 50,000 people want to go on YouTube to watch your commercials, fine. I don't care. That's awesome. I mean, bully for you. But that's what this is. And to me, them taking out that Pokemon TCG section, that's what it reads at. It's a glaring red flag, and it makes me worry for the future of the graded card market. Maybe they'll put it back in when things start to turn around and start to look up, but what is PSA seeing that they would go through such a crucial change? And this wasn't recently added. That has been in the magazine for as long as I can remember. Maybe people who have been PSA members longer than me can weigh in on this and let me know when this was added to the magazine. But it does make me a little bit nervous. What is PSA seeing, or what are they saying without saying anything to the market? I don't know. I haven't heard anybody else talk about this yet. So, let me know if you noticed this. Was it as big of a problem for you as it was for me? Because this did not make me happy. This is pretty much one of the only reasons why I crack open that magazine once a month and I tell my kids to be quiet. Daddy's reading his magazine. It's definitely not to read some other guy's family story about some other guy's family trip to the zoo, So very, very interesting. All in all, I still like the Pokemon market. It's still treating me very well. I know it's lagging in some areas, and I've seen other videos of people talking about other TCG markets kind of weighing down. but I sell a retail product to a retail customer, and Battle Styles, not that great. I think Chilling Reign is going to be pretty good. I think Evolving Skies is going to be pretty awesome. Eevees for the win. So yeah, we have things are looking pretty good in the Pokemon market right now. It's a great time to be a Pokemon collector and somebody selling. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for everybody who's been supportive of the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And as always, I will catch you later.